In this video, we are going to see the calculations regarding rolling motion on a inclined plane. What are the calculations you have to do? Like we are trying to find out what is the mu minimum value. There is an inclined plane like this, which is making theta angle, and let us say there is a block here, and for pure rolling condition, we want to check what is the mu minimum value. We are trying to find out this. So if you draw the free body diagram, mg is acting downwards. This component is mg sine theta. All these things are normal. You have already done in NLM on inclined plane. This is the normal reaction. Because this is this is a rough surface. So this ball is trying to roll down like this. So frictional force will be producing the necessary torque. If you see, this is the interface which I am drawing. The frictional force mg sin theta will be acting here, but the frictional force will be developed at the contact point between the surface and the ball, and this will be like it is rolling. If given a chance, it will be rolling down, so friction will be acting as a counter torque. So we can make the calculations here. The torque can be founded in, torque is provided because of this frictional force. Let us say the radius of the ball is r, the torque is equal to Fr, which is also equal to I alpha. Here I we have to take over the center of mass. So the general formula for I is mk square alpha, or Fr is equal to mk square. Alpha can be written as A by R. F is mu times n, and n is equal to mg cos theta. Sigma Fy is equal to 0 if you take. This is the x I am taking and this is the y I am taking. So we can write here mu mg cos theta into r square is equal to mk square A. Remember, we are talking only the rotational part right now. We are discussing only the rotational part. Any rolling motion will have rotation as well as translation. So from this we are getting the rotational equivalent of linear acceleration as A is equal to, you can cancel out m and m here. So A is equal to mu g cos theta divided by, we will write this there will be k square here, r square we will write it like this. Let us say k square by r square is equal to beta. Different objects will have different k values. So this is what we are getting finally. So we will write this as mu g cos theta divided by beta. Now let us see the translational acceleration. So the net force here is mg sin theta. See, the motion is trying to happen in this direction, so this friction we have to apply in the opposite direction. So the net force will be mg sin theta minus f, which is mg sin theta minus mu mg cos theta. So if you find acceleration, you have to divide this by this whole thing we have to divide by acceleration, because for acceleration we have to divide this by mass. So this is the translational component, translational acceleration. So you can see here it is if you cancel out m, it is g theta minus mu g cos theta. Now this is the translational acceleration. So because this object is rotating like this, the rotational acceleration, if I draw the bigger diagram here, it is rolling like this. So the rotational translation will be acting like this, and linear acceleration will be acting like this. When this both become equal, there will be the case of pure rolling. So we have to equate these two accelerations. This is a trans and this is a rotation. So AT is equal to AR. So from here we can write G sine theta minus mu G cos theta is equal to mu G cos theta divided by B square. It is B, sorry. It is only B. So common terms G we can cancel out both sides. So we're getting beta sine theta minus mu beta cos theta is equal to mu cos theta. So if you take the cos theta term that side, beta sine theta is equal to mu into 1 plus beta cos theta. So this is bring cos left hand side, tan theta is equal to beta tan theta is equal to mu into 1 plus beta, or mu, it is the minimum value we are taking, beta by 1 plus beta into tan theta. So if mu value is more than this minimum value, the object will roll down. It will go away from the pure rolling case won't be uh, no longer you can apply that, and so this is the minimum frictional coefficient value we can take. So for sphere they keep asking this, mu is equal to, for sphere beta value is 2 by 5, 1 plus 2 by 5 into tan theta. So we get 2 by 7 multiplied by tan theta. This is the minimum friction value. Thanks.